Lake Compounce is an amusement park located in Connecticut, and ever since its debut in 1846, it has always been a fan favourite. However, today we're going to count down the top 10 rides at Lake Compounce. Starting off at number 10, we have Thunder Rapids, and no matter whether you want to get absolutely soaked or are just looking for a fun family rapids ride, then this is a definite must do. And from the moment you set off with up to 7 others, you will very quickly realise why. For me though, what makes this ride so amazing is the fact that despite it not having many big drops, special effects or giant canyons, not only will you head around many rapid twists and turns, getting you wetter than ever before, but the landscaping is amazing, and so I would feel wrong not putting this ride on the list. Have you ever wanted to fly through the air? Well, if you said yes, then you must take a ride on our number 9 spot, Wave Swinger, as this ride has quite literally taken your classic childhood swing to the next level. With once you have boarded one of the many seats, you will both rise high into the sky whilst tilting and spinning around in circles, causing you to have some, let's just say, pretty crazy moments. Nevertheless, the reason why it is at the number 9 spot is due to its commonness, and so if you are visiting the park on a busy day, then we would definitely recommend riding the more unique attractions first. For our number 8 spot on our top 10 list, things are starting to become a lot dizzier, as we have the one and the only Rev-O-Lution, which, if you guess by the name, is a Zamperla disco, well then you would be spot on. And wow, is this one sure intense or what? With as soon as probably the most uncomfortable restraints on the planet have locked onto your spine, you'll be brought back and forth up and down the U-shaped track, whilst also spinning non-stop for the entire 3-minute duration of the ride, causing even the biggest of thrill seekers in the group to hold on very tight. Ahoy there, me hearties, and welcome to our number 7 position, Pirate Ship, which is by far the most swashbuckling ride at the park. Okay, that was a horrendous pirate accent. However, this pirate ship ride sure isn't, with similar to many of your typical pirate ship attractions. If you think you have what it takes to become a pirate captain, you and the rest of the thrill seekers will be able to step aboard your very own pirate ship, which will not only rock back and forth, but higher and higher too. How cool is that? And so when also taking into account that beloved back row experience, this ride 100% will make you shiver your timbers. It is time for our first roller coaster on the list. As for our number 6 spot, we have Zoomerang, the park's, believe it or not, Vekoma Boomerang coaster. And even though it is another common attraction at the park, this ride 100% deserves a ride, as no matter whether you are riding for your first, second or 100th time, nothing beats being able to race around a cobra roll and loop at a speed of 47 miles per hour, both forwards but backwards too. And yes guys, you did hear me right there, backwards too, creating an experience which, trust me when I say, will never ever be forgotten. Top 5, and coming in for this spot, we have the oldest operating ride at the park, Wildcat. But by no means does that mean it is bad at all. If anything, it makes it 10 times better, as from the moment you look at this 1927 white wooden structure and the theme, you will instantly be blown away. And this only continues on the ride itself, with you completing many classic wooden coaster drops, twists and turns, as well as a lot, and I mean a lot, of airtime moments. So yeah, this ride is plain down incredible, and therefore a trip to the park is nowhere near complete without a ride. If Wave Swinger did not get you scared enough though, then do not fear, as our number 4 position, Thunder and Lightning, will sure do the trick, with it being an S&S screaming swing. And for anyone who has not been lucky enough to go on one of these before, then you are in for a treat, as similar to your childhood swing, just on a much bigger scale. As soon as you have boarded one of the 2 giant arms, you will swing back and forth to an absolutely crazy height of around 100 feet and an angle of 230 degrees, making it an experience that you, nor your stomach, will ever forget. Here we are at the top 3 rides at the park, and for this position we have Downtime, and standing at a height of 185 feet. Already I know some of you are like, no way Jose. However, it does not stop there, as this is not your normal drop tower either, as instead of just rising to the top, getting a great view across the park before dropping again, on Downtime not only do you do this, but you also bounce up and down, providing an awful amount of airtime, and so there is no doubt in my mind that this ride is both not for the faint of heart, but also a ride that should definitely be on every thrill seeker's bucket list. You can't have a world-class amusement park without a skyrocket, and Lake Compounce is no exception, as for our number 2 spot, we have Phobia Phear Coaster. And wow, is this ride amazing or what? Created by Premier Rides though, as one of their Model 2s, before we even get onto the ride experience itself, just looking at this 150 foot tall structure full of many intense elements will make you want to ride. And you should definitely do just that, as on ride words literally cannot describe how scary but also fun those 3 launches are, inline twist and non-inverted loop, and so in my eyes this ride 100% deserves the number 2 spot. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and in my opinion for the best ride at the park, we have got no other than Boulder Dash. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As if I was going to talk about every great part, we would literally be here all day. However, to start from the beginning, as soon as you have boarded the ride vehicle, and for the best experience, we would suggest the front row. You will head through the woods, completing many big wooden drops, sharp bank turns, and more airtime hills than I can count, at a speed of 60 miles per hour. Therefore, when also taking into account the amazing scenery too, I think it is very easy to see why this is the best ride at Lake Compounce. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.